Imagine a machine that can outfly time itself. A jet so powerful, so intelligent, it doesn't just take you across continents, it bends the very idea of distance. Meet the Gulfstream G800, the crown jewel of the skies, built not for the masses, but for the masters of the world. In today's episode, we'll open the cabin door to the most capable aircraft under $75 million. And trust me, what's inside will change everything you thought you knew about luxury aviation. But before you think it's just another private jet, wait till you hear how it's rewriting the rules of time, comfort, and engineering. Let's step inside. The origin of a Titan. The G800 isn't just another model, it's a statement. Born from the lineage of the legendary G650 and G700, the G800 is Gulfstream's bold answer to one question: what happens when perfection still isn't enough? With its first flight in 2022, this aircraft represents 7 decades of engineering evolution, each rivet and line a testament to Gulfstream's obsession with performance. And here's where it gets interesting. The G800 wasn't even supposed to exist this soon. Originally planned for later in the decade, Gulfstream quietly accelerated development after a shocking discovery. Their prototype outperformed simulation models by over 8% efficiency. That's unheard of in aviation. Unmatched range, the jet that defies geography. This isn't just long range, it's record-breaking. The Gulfstream G800 can fly 8,000 nautical miles, 14,816 kilometers, without refueling. That's from Los Angeles to Dubai, non-stop, with fuel to spare. At Mach 0.85, it cruises faster than commercial jets, but if the owner is in a hurry, they can push it to Mach 0.925, almost the speed of sound. Only a handful of aircraft on the planet can do that. And fewer still can do it while keeping your espresso cup steady at 51,000 feet. But there's a twist. The G800 doesn't just travel faster, it literally gives you back time. By crossing time zones westward, it can land before the clock says you took off. That's not science fiction, that's Gulfstream. The power plant, Rolls-Royce Pearl 700. Underneath the polished fuselage lies the Rolls-Royce Pearl 700, a twin-engine masterpiece delivering 18,250 pounds of thrust each. These aren't just engines, they're precision symphonies. Each turbine blade is carved to molecular precision, and when you start them up, the sound is closer to a whisper than a roar. Here's the shocker. They're 4% more efficient than any engine Rolls-Royce has ever built. That translates into fewer stops, fewer emissions, and more bragging rights for owners who call this aircraft home. The cabin of the future. Step inside, and welcome to the quietest cabin in private aviation history. The G800 can be configured for up to 19 passengers and 4 living zones. A private suite, a conference area, a lounge, and a dining space that rivals Michelin star luxury. The air you breathe? It's refreshed every 2 minutes. And the windows, the largest in the industry, bathe the cabin in natural light so pure that Gulfstream actually patented the glass composition. The technology is invisible. Touchscreen controls hidden in the armrests, mood lighting that adapts to circadian rhythms, and whisper-quiet climate zones that respond faster than your smartphone. One owner described it best. It's like living inside a cloud that obeys your voice. The cockpit where AI meets aviation. Now let's step up front where the magic truly happens. The Symmetry flight deck is something straight out of science fiction. Touchscreen panels replace dozens of traditional switches. There's predictive flight path monitoring, digital co-pilot assistance, and active control side sticks, technology borrowed from fighter jets. These side sticks communicate with each other electronically, so when the captain moves theirs, the co-pilot's moves in sync, a level of coordination that nearly eliminates human error. And for the first time, AI-driven systems assist with everything from turbulence prediction to fuel optimization, making the G800 one of the safest and smartest business jets ever built. Sustainability and the silent revolution. Luxury no longer means waste. The G800's entire development focused on sustainable aviation fuel compatibility, cutting carbon emissions by up to 80% when flown with SAF. Every surface, every material inside the jet is ethically sourced. from recycled composites in the structure to plant-based leathers in the seats. Even the paint formula was redesigned to reduce drag. It's not just fast, it's responsible, and that's where the industry is quietly heading. The experience, power, prestige, and the price of perfection. Owning a G800 isn't just buying a jet, it's buying an identity. For $72 million to $75 million, you're purchasing access to a parallel world, where cities shrink, waiting lines disappear, and the concept of too far ceases to exist. Yet behind every flight lies an invisible orchestra of 100 technicians, data streamed in real time to Gulfstream's command centers, and pilots trained to the same standards as military captains. Because when billionaires fly, failure is never an option. Final verdict: the sky's true king. So, is the Gulfstream G800 the most capable aircraft under $75 million? Absolutely. It's not just an aircraft, it's a message. A message that says, you've conquered the land, now own the sky. It's faster than your imagination, smarter than your smartphone, and more comfortable than your living room. But here's the twist most people don't realize. The G800 isn't the end of private aviation's evolution. It's the beginning. Because Gulfstream engineers are already whispering about its successor, one that might break the sound barrier again. This is the Gulfstream G800. The sky was never the limit. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most extraordinary machines.